All right. So this is take two. I'm gonna be honest, you guys. We did this already, and I forgot to press the start button. This is RJ and Nikki with Raw and Unfiltered. Yes, it is. My name is RJ.
I'm Nikki.
And here we are at Nikki's family's house in Sims, Alabama. Look, y'all, I'm gonna be honest. We just did this whole spill like 5 minutes ago, and I forgot to press the record button. So now we're doing take two.
Yeah.
Take two.
So tonight we have my mom, Marilyn.
Nice.
My dad, Henry.
Yo.
My brother, Doug.
Hey.
And my sister, Betty.
Hello.
And so we are having a little family time this weekend
Yes.
for Labor Day weekend. Daddy and Doug went fishing today. Did y'all catch anything?
Yes, we did. We caught some panfish. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Where do y'all go? Do you go to a creek? Do you go to a lock? Do you go to a river? You got a mount?
All the above.
Here's what we do. We always start in big water. So we always go to a lake or a river.
Yeah.
And we always end up in a creek, which is where we really catch all the fish.
Okay.
So we catch more fish in creeks than we do in the bigger waters like lakes and rivers.
Then why go to
Which,
the
which,
lakes and
which a
rivers?
lot of people don't understand, that we're fishing in these small creeks and you just don't think about fish being in there.
Yeah.
So
Well, how big is a fish that you can catch in a small creek?
Any big as anything you can catch in the river.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So, I mean, other than maybe a catfish, that might be 40 pounds in the river, you might catch one that's going to be maybe 10 pounds in the creek.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
just a lot of fun.
It is.
What
And you
about-
have the opportunity to wade and
Yeah.
and see more of what's happening in the water.
What about the fish that Doug caught last?
Oh, the last name, the Greenway? Yeah.
The Greenway up in Cleveland, Tennessee.
Yeah. We were fishing
That
a
was
creek
probably
up there.
about 3 pounds, maybe 3.5.
Probably 3.5 pound bass. Yeah.
Largemouth.
What kind of line y'all using?
Just a monofilament. I've got a 6 pound,
6 pounds.
6 pound
Yeah.
test,
Yeah, I use a 6 pound. I'm using 6 pound monofilament. Yeah, on an open face spin cast. So yeah.
and then
Wow.
mine's a ultralight, and it's only about 4 or 5 feet, so it's good for getting in tight spots.
Nice.
Good for
yeah.
a good fight too.
Yeah.
Huh. That's
It
pretty
gets costly in the creeks though because of the overhanging branches and things. We won't go any
A
further.
lot of loss and repurchase.
Yeah, there's a lot of investment in creek fishing.
But quality time that we enjoy.
It is.
Yeah.
Very
That's
quality.
good. That's good.
So tonight, that was one thing that we did in take one that we are now going to talk about in take two, is that we actually had dinner earlier, which it's only 3:46. So when I say dinner, it's really not dinner. It's more like dinner, but whatever. But we had Mexican cornbread, which my mama makes the best Mexican cornbread in the world.
That's what we had at the pig roast,
Yep.
which I did not get a piece of because Nikki hid it.
Yes, I did. And I am not sad about it. I don't regret
It was
one
good, y'all.
second.
It was good.
We're talking about Nikki hoarding food here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he wants. He wants to talk about that.
Yeah. Well, we can also talk about Roger.
I
Hiding that pork.
Yeah.
Here's only half the pig.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to the rest of it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got that out of the way.
So then we were going to talk about the cheesecake that we had for dessert today, which my sister Betty made, and it was keto cheesecake. It's delicious.
Yeah.
It is strawberry keto cheesecake. It is rich.
Very rich.
I liked it a lot, but it did not like me. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
It loved me quite well.
Yeah.
It's still beckoning to me.
Yeah, I bet.
And
I bet.
the strawberries were made with a, was it sugar free?
It was a sugar-free, what was it, Betty?
Sugar-free strawberry glaze.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
it was good.
You couldn't tell.
how
that
did you
it was-
make the cheesecake though?
Me and Marilyn made that one. It had almond flour in it. No lots of cream cheese, and
Well, it had almond flour in the
yeah, in the
was
in the
like the
bottom.
The crust
Yes.
was almond flour crust.
It was easy, but it was good.
Yeah.
It was my first one that we made.
and it was baked. Like it's like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
legit
Yes.
cheesecake. Like it looks like
A New York style
a
cheesecake.
New York
Yeah.
style cheesecake. It looks
Only
really
taller
good.
and
Yeah.
fluffier.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
you know, which kind of takes it away from New York style, but it was like
It's thick.
Yes.
It's
Just
Yeah.
delicious.
Nikki's
It was.
mom, my wife Marilyn, also makes a cherry cheese pie, is what she calls it. And this is what I had to relate it to when we ate that almond or the keto cheesecake.
Yeah.
I related it to that cherry cheesecake that she
Yeah.
makes, and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
that same height.
It's
thick
that same
Yeah.
height and almost that same consistency on the inside. Like it had that
Yeah.
fluffy, like
light.
it wasn't at all like a New York style cheesecake that's dense and like
Yeah.
hard. It was just
Fluffy and
fluffy and light.
Anybody getting hungry?
light. It's like eating a cloud.
Yeah, and then
But
you
it
put
is
that
very rich.
strawberry and strawberry glaze on top. Ugh, so
It's
good.
very rich.
Okay.
And we had the for the main course. That was the chicken and steak.
It was we had
Fajitas.
chicken and steak fajitas.
Uh-huh.
with
Oven
with all the accoutrements.
Yep, the peppers and onions, and we had pico de gallo that was like homemade and
Mexican cornbread.
Mexican. We
Yeah.
we did keto Mexican cornbread and regular Mexican cornbread. The keto Mexican cornbread tastes just as good to me as the regular cornbread. So if you are not able to eat regular cornbread and you want to try keto, highly recommended. It was delish.
There is hardly no difference between the keto and the regular food, other than the fact that there is no sugar in it.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm a sugar baby because I am the candy man. The candy man. No, I make candy, so I have to have sugar.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't be right. I used to do sugar-free candy, but I don't do it anymore.
No. What's the use?
I know. I only did it for a couple of people, and then I did like a honey candy made out of honey.
Yeah.
And that was pretty good. Then I had to stop eating that because I was going through jars of honey like crazy. Oh my goodness, it was good. Oh yes.
Yes. Where's my earpiece?
Right here.
Okay, so as I've said before in a prior podcast, I've been creating these low content books, and we have two of them here. One is the My Gardening Journal logbook and planner, and you have like where you can put all of your seed information and when you planted it, when you transplant, tasks that you want to do in your garden every day, things like that. There's a notes section, you've got plants and lawn, and then you've got a weekly meal planner in the back and things
So
like
it's
that.
basically like a journal.
Yeah, it's a journal, and then we have my personal recipe journal, which is basically the same thing, only you can go in and put your own recipes in and all of that stuff. And so I will put a link to these on our description, in the description below and above of this video.
Yep.
And if you're interested in purchasing one of these books, they are on Amazon. I expect all of y'all to go out and buy one. We are also going to be, in the very near future, going to be having
Swag.
some merch. Swag. RJ likes to call it swag, even though it's not really called swag, it's just swag, but whatever. And so it's merch. We're gonna have some
It's swing and
shirts.
swag put together,
Yeah.
so it's swag.
We're gonna have shirts and hats and mugs, and we'll have all of that for Raw and Unfiltered with RJ and Nikki, and we'll also have it for urban farmers, and we're most likely going to be making some shirts for Havana Hank as well and selling them on our website, because we've had a lot of people ask us about
the
those
Havana
shirts
Hank
when he
shirts.
wears it. So
There are still people wearing the original shirts.
Yeah.
I
The other day.
I still wear one. Every time I wear one out in Milton, they're like, "Hey, it's a Havana Hank shirt." I'm like, "How do these people know this shirt?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, we gotta get these shirts." So yeah, if you guys are looking for Havana Hank shirts, we'll start making some and get them back out there.
We'll get them back out there. We had discontinued them for a little bit, but we'll get them back out there. And there was a Havana Hank book that you had been working on for a while, right, Daddy?
There was.
And you did a couple of chapters, right?
Yes. The 2
And
chapters.
so,
So
are we
that's
going to
that.
continue that? Or?
I've had to go. I've had to work, and
Yeah.
so work takes precedence.
Yeah.
And, so it's kind of hard to, come back out of work and go into Havana Hank mode.
Havana Hank mode.
I'll find an adventure somewhere and I'll stick in there.
Yeah, I was thinking that we could somehow. I know that he had a buddy that he had with him, right?
He did.
He did.
Rance.
Yes.
Rance.
But what if he retires him and realizes that he has this long lost daughter or son that he didn't know that he had, and then they start to do these adventures?
Well, that could be interesting as well,
Yeah.
And, so, if we ever did start the book back up, that may be some good thought for maybe chapter 5, 6, to come in on something like that. Rance is expendable.
Yeah.
I would say. And there could be crocodiles.
And didn't he have a dog too?
Did what?
Did he have a dog too?
No.
No, it was just the man.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
They were down there
we'll
in
start.
Panama.
You want to? What you looking at? Oh,
What?
he was looking. I was just wondering what he was looking.
Oh, the microphones. Yes. So
So what else?
we are. So this Thursday, people. Thursday. We will be doing the.
We hell no. We ain't doing nothing.
I will be falling on the proverbial sword, and as requested, I will be doing the 1 chip challenge. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't even know how you pronounce it. Paqui.
Paqui.
Pick. I don't know.
Like of an interest.
I don't know,
I
but
don't
it's
know.
like the hottest chip in the world, and it's a tortilla chip, and so he's going to do it live on camera on Thursday.
Yeah, it's
Which
made
we
of-
were actually going to do a live on camera today
with the sardines.
with the sardines, but
We decided not to do the video.
we decided to forego that for right now.
today.
You break my heart.
Oh, well, you can still eat the sardines. You just aren't gonna do it on camera unless you just want me to record y'all doing it, in which case I can do that too.
It'll just be a mukbang video then.
That's okay.
Like
Good. More on cracker.
I've not heard nothing from them yet.
Not yet.
I'm looking for your book.
Oh, it's called My Gardening Journal, Logbook, and Planner.
and Doug
My
is,
personal recipe journal here.
is he drives for
Who do you
he,
drive
he
for?
pulls for a lot of people. he ran through a list of the people he pulled for.
I work for Benor Logistics.
He's a truck driver.
Truck driver.
Yeah.
What are you?
I'm in transportation as well.
My daddy is a pilot.
Yeah.
Transportation.
Coolest pilot ever.
Real level-headed.
That is true.
And Daddy, what do you do?
I am a banker. I work at a bank.
Me too. Well,
UB, Universal Banker.
yeah.
What do you do, Marilyn?
Nothing. I just stay at home.
She's got the best
Listen,
job
she put
ever.
her time in.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm
I
done.
worked for 68 years.
That's
now.
right.
I don't work no more.
Done, son.
Stamp that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've always wanted to retire. Now I am.
Is that what you always looked forward to as
Yes.
a child, was retiring?
Yes. No.
No.
No, I dreamed of being a FBI agent.
You did?
That would be cool.
See,
Explains
that's why
a lot.
I have why I want to be a private investigator.
Yeah, I'm about to say that explains a lot because he's always like, "We need to go investigate this now." I'm like,
I am like seriously an amateur sleuth. Like I love to investigate things.
Yeah.
It's like my jam.
But I ended up being a bookkeeper.
Yeah. I ended
That
up being
went
in
south.
accounting, so
Yeah.
like mother, like daughter.
I dreamed of being an accountant. Went to all the business math and everything, and ended up going to the military. And I was like, screw it, I'm not doing any accounting. I want to be out here in the field.
What did you want to do, Doug?
What I'm doing.
Okay.
Now, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a police officer,
Yeah. And you were for a while.
which I became a reserve police officer for the city of Cleveland, Tennessee. So that was,
Interesting.
yeah, very.
Yes. Daddy, what made you want to be a pilot?
I don't know. I think I was born with it. There's a gene in our family for pilots, and only 2 people since aviation began in my family have been pilots. One was my grandmother's cousin, I believe. His name was Adolf Auer. He was a German World War I pilot.
Wow.
And the next one in line was me. I guess I got the gene from the Auer family. And but my sister would tell me that when I was a baby, she said a plane would go over and I would watch it and watch it and watch it and watch it.
Huh.
She said it'd be out of sight and you'd still be looking for it. You know.
Wow.
So I don't know. Maybe it was just something I was born with. I think that. You know.
Yeah, because I mean, one of the other questions I was going to ask you is, when did you know that you wanted to be a pilot? But sounds like you knew from the beginning.
Anything when I was a child, anything that had to do with aviation was of an interest to me.
Yeah.
And I had a 6th grade teacher who was a pilot. So he would talk to me about it. Ooh, that set a big stage right there. When I went into high school, I had a friend who was a member of Civil Air Patrol being an auxiliary of the United States Air Force. We went in there, we did a lot of cadet rides and things like that, and I don't want to fly. I said, I don't like this, I feel sick, and I don't think I want to do this. But after I got on the ground, I thought, okay, I might do that again. You know, and so I did again, and then I looked and I found that 1/10 of 1% of the United States population were pilots. Wow. So in high school, I decided to start working on my pilot's license, and I did. And it took me like 3 years, and I got a private pilot's license. So that was it, and then I kind of just quit flying until your mom and I got married some years later, and for Christmas one year she bought me a flight review, so I was able to start flying again. So when I go away for a few days at a time or anything like that, everybody always says it's her fault. You know?
So what is the highest rating that you can get as a pilot?
Astronaut.
And what's the highest rating that you have?
ATP, which is the highest rating you can get for anything below astronaut.
So the next level for you is astronaut.
That's astronaut, yeah. I am a little too old to apply, but I mean I could apply,
Yeah.
but
Maybe.
But maybe
Send
they
a
would
lot of
change
people.
They're changing all kinds of stuff.
They
now.
send a lot of
I mean,
people.
they sent a 90-year-old woman up there.
They
and
sent
that
William
thing.
Shatner up there. Come on.
Yeah, he's a lot older than you.
Right?
yeah.
So, I mean, astronaut. That's what I say.
I would like to take one turn in space. You know,
Yeah.
I'd like to go, weightless in something besides the, the
Simulator.
the puke rocket.
Literally, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm happy with what I do. Enjoy it. I started late in life.
Yeah.
I became a commercial pilot at 50. Actually, commercial pilot, at 50. And then became a flight instructor. Picked up a few thousand hours doing that, teaching the Navy and the Marine Corps.
Because before that, you were a machinist, right?
I was a machinist, tool and die maker. Yeah. That's so not much in common with those two, but it did keep a roof over the head and food on the table for a long time.
It did.
Yeah.
It did indeed.
It did. Wow.
Oh, what kind of plane do I fly? Is that the question?
What kind of plane do you fly?
I fly a series of citation jets for a private jet company.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many seats does one of those planes have?
Anywhere from 8 to 10.
Okay, so it's not like a commercial
737.
jet.
No.
You're not
Commercial
carrying
jet.
like 150 people or
No.
anything.
We just carry the elite cream of the crop.
Is that the one with the parachute?
No.
Oh.
No.
You don't know what plane I'm
That's
talking
I
about?
do, yeah, that was a Cirrus,
Cirrus.
and I flew a Cirrus for a guy one time. He had actually bought the plane because he wanted his daughter to learn to fly. He wanted me to teach her. She didn't like it. She ended up getting killed. So I flew him around for a while.
Oh
He
my
did buy
gosh.
one, yeah.
She got killed?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got killed in a car accident. But, not a plane accident.
Yeah.
Like kind of crazy. But, I flew that around. I remember I took your mom for a ride in that airplane. We flew up to Tennessee, I believe. And as she was getting in the airplane, she looked like she had a little bit of trouble getting in because it's an awkward plane to get
Right.
into. And I told her, I said, "You see this little handle up here at the top?" And she went to reach
Don't
for it. I
touch
said,
it.
"Don't touch it, whatever you do." Pulls the parachute.
Right.
So,
Ah.
so she fell back down into the seat. And she was in there for the duration.
Don't touch it.
And never touched a button since.
Which is opposite of me because I'm a button
Oh
pusher.
my gosh.
Like he's always making fun of me because in the car I'll be like, what is this? If we're in a new car, forget it. I'm like, what does this button do? What does this button do?
I'm
What does
surprised
this
she's
button
not
do?
pushing buttons on the sound card. What is this?
Oh,
What
I
is this?
could be,
Yeah, no, that's okay.
but I figured you'd be like, stop it.
Don't touch that.
Yeah.
That's, you get that from him.
Yeah.
Where was you at earlier when he wasn't recording?
Not paying attention, apparently.
Yeah, we needed a button pusher then because I didn't push the right buttons.
Oh, man.
Since we're on take 2.
Take 2.
Then we could change it to the children's voices and do the Haribo Goldberg commercial.
No.
Like what? We'll just change it to. Take it back to this one.
He has way too much fun with
I
this
do.
thing.
They have like the auto tune voice. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm doing it. I don't know how I can get it back. Hey, hello,
That ain't it.
hello,
That's not
auto
it.
tune. There we go. Hello. That's it. Hello. I say it these buttons all day. We also have a green screen that I'm trying to do if I'd have set the video up in here tonight, this whole room would have became the green screen. We'd have been floating in space somewhere on the camera thing. Because I have the ability, so I can instead of having a green screen, I can change the opaqueness of the color to make it a white screen. So anything here that's white would become whatever background I want it to be. It's pretty cool. So the whole the whole house would have been in outer space. All right. Well,
All right.
I think we are at our limit. Actually. Actually, no, we're not. We're actually 6 minutes early, but that's
No,
okay.
we're at a good spot though.
But we are at a good spot to call it. So, without further ado, guys, I thank you guys for joining us tonight
Yeah.
on our unscheduled broadcast.
Unless anybody would like to hear a guitar solo. No,
Oh, that's the other thing is that my dad is also a guitar player, piano player, organist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he can play pretty much any instrument.
Banjo.
Banjo, yeah.
Ukulele.
Yeah.
He's kind of the coolest dude ever, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I jokingly tell people that, like, I'm like, my dad's the coolest dude ever.
No, he's pretty cool.
We go to church with a guy that I was talking about Daddy one day, and he's like, "You really do love your dad, huh?" And I'm like,
Well, yeah.
"Yeah, you don't love yours."
You
Like,
have to ask.
Is
like
that
that's
even a question?
weird.
Trick question.
Nuts!
I'm like, that's just a really weird question. So yeah. Anyway.
Well, all right,
All
you
right,
guys.
guys.
We're going to call it. This is RJ and Nikki and RJ and Nikki and Unfiltered. Raw and Unfiltered with RJ and Nikki. Until next time, we will talk to you guys later.
Peace.
Peace.